Hey folks, Jeff Jackson, the forage fanatic, standing in my sorghum Sudangrass plot out here in northwest Missouri. It was planted about June 28th, so right now we are at about 74 days. And you can see behind me I have two very different looking plants. On this side over here, I have the standard traditional old, I'm going to call it the cheap economy brand conventional sorghum Sudangrass. On the other side, I have what we call today, we call it Honey Sweet PPS. Basically, it's a photoperiod sensitive, conventional sorghum Sudangrass with sugarcane aphid tolerance. So very, very unique, nice product. Why would we use one versus the other? And what does the demand in the market look like for these types of products? So why would we choose the photoperiod sensitive one over just a regular, cheaper, conventional? First of all, people choose the cheap conventional because it is a cheap product. It's the least amount of input dollars per acre. They're fairly good out of the ground. They grow pretty quickly. You get some tonnage out there. The issue that I have with this is for the guy that leaves it stand to this point. So what's the difference? This guy over here is still vegetative. The vegetative piece tells me that it's still growing. It's putting new leaves out the top of that plant. It's got higher quality. It's not just sitting around adding lignin and fiber. It's actually adding new growth out the top. This guy over here has decided, yep, vegetative growth is done. I quit that at about 7 foot. Now I'm just gonna put a scraggly old head on there. In the meantime, fiber builds in that stem, lignin builds in that stem. Lignin's the undigestible portion, folks. And some of that fiber is gonna get just wasted because it's not digestible. So first of all, forage quality goes down, fiber digestibility goes down, palatability goes down, and at the same time, this thing is trying to convert crude protein to make some scraggly grain in that crappy looking little grass head that it has there. Where this guy over here is maintaining that crude protein because it's not trying to go reproductive yet. So don't kid yourself thinking that it's okay, I'll give up a little crude protein, but I'm getting seed. There's not squat for starch in a sorghum Sudangrass head. It's just a grassy seed. It's gonna be hard. If they do eat it, it'll pass right through. So my mind says this: if we have something that's not gonna go reproductive, it's gonna continue to put biomass on, it's gonna maintain crude protein better, it's gonna maintain fiber digestibility better, and we're gonna let it go full season like this at 75 days. This thing won't put a head on for another couple weeks yet, so it's gonna continue to add tonnage, where this guy was probably done adding tonnage 2 to 3, maybe even 4 weeks ago. That might be stretching it just a little bit, but you know my story. It's one of those examples where at 55 days, so 50 days, 20 days ago, 3 weeks, we would have stopped putting dry matter accumulation into that except for the goofy seed in that seed head. So something to look for. These photoperiod sensitives are really cool. You can cut them at 40 days or 40 inches. You can still make multiple cuttings like you used to. You could let it get big like this if you're out west where you'd have less humidity and you want to take a big cutting and you can get things dry. Go mow through this thing and brag about how big it is and the fact that you can't see out of the tractor cab or over into the truck as you're chopping silage. Some of these things will work very, very, very well that way. So Honey Sweet PPS, the old traditional Honey Sweet, cheap conventional turd maker over here. So there's some discussion on which way should we go, what preference is the market gonna have. Let's say, for example, we are planting 25 pounds to the acre and it costs you $1.50 an acre more to have something that's more digestible, more palatable, more crude protein that you would have to purchase anyway. Probably not that big a deal. So I'd love to hear what you guys all have to say about that. Planting rate shouldn't make much of a difference. It's going to be dollars per acre, maybe $1.50 an acre to $3 an acre difference to have better quality feed. And then we start talking about other photoperiod sensitives that are BMR and maybe dwarfy whole different discussion. But today, what do you think?